Funding now on Indiegogo, it's Shadowbinders, our second chance offer to get 2 hardcovers of our classic webcomic delivered to your door. Steampunk, fantasy, and romantic comedy from Clownfish Comics. Go to Indiegogo, check out the link in the description below. Now on with the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody out there. Hopefully you're not too drunk to listen to our video, and if you are, that's fine.
Well, I didn't get drunk, so...
We didn't get drunk. We should have.
Missed opportunity now.
I know, right? This is going to drive us to drink, talking about Lucasfilm. We're going to talk about Rosario Dawson and a rumor that she was told to keep her damn mouth shut or she was going to get fired like Gina Carano. Mm-hmm. Well now.
Yeah, you did the story on this. I hadn't heard this, but I'm not surprised because we said they're probably going to go after. We knew that the hate mob was going after her, so we figured Lucasfilm would too.
Yeah, because actually one of our writers, Mr. Milo, on Pirates and Princesses, put out there that Rosario Dawson is probably the next target because a lot of people were gunning for her. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about that, and then we're going to talk about some other Star Wars stuff, I guess, in this very special episode of Clownfish TV. They're all special.
I was going to say, how is it special?
It's St. Patrick's Day.
Okay. Woohoo.
It's a special episode.
And there's ginger in the street.
Yeah,
there's that's every day too.
I got nothing. Anyway.
Okay.
Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 182,000 subs, I think, something like that.
182 or 3?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Inching toward the big 20000. So anything you could do to help, it would be appreciated. Yeah.
People are out there going, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Clownfish TV, oh no. Yeah. So Rosario Dawson, this is a rumor. She was told to keep her mouth shut if she didn't want to wind up like Gina Carano. This sounds very Hut-like.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. She wasn't saying anything, though.
No, but they were kind of like, mind your manners or you're going to wind up like Gina Carano.
So basically, when you look at this, Rosario Dawson got in trouble for supposed, whatever she did against the trans person.
I guess it was a friend of theirs. It was a family friend. There was a fight or something. The charges have been dropped. They worked it out. But now she has a label as being a transphobe. And every time some drama comes up with Star Wars, now that they've gotten rid of Gina Carano, now they hashtag it, cancel Rosario Dawson.
Right. So what I'm saying is, it seems like the people that have been harassed and bullied are the ones that they're just like, telling them to keep quiet and let them slap you some more.
Yeah.
Like, the Gina Carano, they went after her and said she was a transphobe too because she didn't put pronouns in her bio. And then I remind you, again, if you go out and look at a bunch of Disney and Lucasfilm people, there are a whole bunch of them that do not have pronouns in their bio.
That is true. And they tweet quite often. And,
right.
And for some reason, they haven't been on the receiving end of the cancel mob.
Yeah. So then she's in trouble, and it seems to me that there's a certain type of person. People that are championing only one cause are the ones that get to make decisions on everything.
Pretty much.
So diversity, my ass, only if you're certain types of people.
Well, Rosario Dawson is a diverse person.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Diversity, my ass.
She's a woman of color. I believe she came out as bi. She's
not good enough.
It's not good enough.
She clearly hates trans people because one person said so.
Yeah.
And the charges were dropped because there wasn't, reason to have them. But, one person said so it has to be true.
Of course it does. It's Twitter. So it was reported by Small Screen. We'll go out to that original article by entertainment journalist Daniel Rickman, who said this is what he's hearing. Lucasfilm is afraid Dawson will be next after Gina Carano, considering her past, so they told her to be careful.
Well, no, it's not just that, because I've been on Twitter where these people are like, good, we got Gina Carano, now we have to get Rosario Dawson.
Exactly.
And then when you correct them and you ask them what for, well, she's a transphobe. And it's like based on, and they bring that up and you say, but what about the charges all being dropped and that there was no evidence of it apparently and all this other stuff. No, she is because we say so. I don't have to listen to you. Educate yourself. You just want attention. So I'm like,
I mean, we've got tweets like this: fire Rosario Dawson. If Disney wants my Star Wars attention, they can fire Rosario Dawson.
That's okay. If they stop making bad choices, they get plenty of Star Wars attention for other people.
Yeah. I'll cancel my Disney Plus if they fire Rosario Dawson.
You know what? They say that, but even if they fire her, they're not going to pay attention to Star Wars or buy stuff.
No, they're not going to. They're not going to. We know how this works. We've been doing this for a while. We know how it works.
And if all the fans threatening it doesn't do any good, why do they think them threatening is going to make a difference?
So this is the original story. I actually got this from Bounding Into Comics, and they go into more detail about the Gina Carano situation, but I can totally believe it.
Oh, I 100% believe it.
I mean, this all happened about the same time as the Gina Carano situation. It all kind of intermingled, and what a bad look to get rid of 2 strong female characters from the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah, that's why they haven't done it yet. But I completely believe it, just for the fact that I've seen the way people behaved. I've been dealing with some of them directly, and even if you provide proof and point out that their assumptions are incorrect, they're still out there screaming and campaigning for it. So I completely believe that they were saying stuff, and I completely believe that Lucasfilm, being the cowards that they are, went and told her that because yeah. We're all about diversity and inclusion. We are against racism. As long as we're not we can do whatever racist bullshit we want, and all these other people can say whatever racist bullshit they want, and we'll cater to them. But we're against racism.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, it really doesn't make sense. You have to be the right kind of diverse person with the right opinion.
But she actually is.
But she doesn't have the right. Well, yeah, she's dating Cory Booker, for God's sake.
You can even be the right kind of person by their standards, and you're still in trouble because one person said something, and now all of Twitter believes it because somebody told them.
Yeah. Now they're saying on small screen that Daniel Rickman probably has different sources on this. But this does seem to be the case because, look, there are all these tweets out there now. And like you said, every time anything comes up with Star Wars, they're like, fire Rosario.
Seriously. It doesn't have to be Star Wars. It could be on Marvel or something else on Disney+. And they started campaigning about fire Gina Carano, fire Rosario Dawson.
These companies, how stupid. Do you not realize you're being played by a bunch of teenagers who are addicted to canceling, rival stan groups or whatever?
Same people that go around telling people to kill themselves if they don't get their way. Those kind of people.
Yeah. And these companies are making these ridiculous decisions based on Twitter, and you don't even know who you're dealing with on Twitter. You don't know if these are actual people. Like, you can look at the avatar. You don't know if that's the actual person you're dealing with, or if they just grabbed a headshot off of some other account, or Google, or what.
Right, it could be anybody. And here's they can say they're whatever, that they stole someone's picture, but the Grammys performed terribly.
Yeah.
The award shows have been performing terribly because the general public think you're all full of shit and they're sick of your bad decisions and you're shoving that stuff down their throat. And then you're still going to listen to them. You know who watch those shows? People on Twitter, because that's the only ones you have left. But they make up such a tiny percentage of your audience. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're going to just basically cancel everybody until there's nobody left. And then they eat each other. They have to. It's that dopamine hit. They have to feel like they have power. And they just move from one victim to the next. It's not enough. Like, you could maybe make a case for canceling people for maybe egregious or extreme behavior, but eventually they start moving it toward the middle, and next thing you know, you wore the wrong shirt on the wrong day, you're canceled, you're done.
Well, I mean, we've been looking at the toys. They've pulled they canceled a lot of production on Cara Dune stuff.
Yeah.
And they're trying to wipe it out of the stores and stuff. They're writing customers saying, hey, we're not making it anymore. Meanwhile, they have all that Johnny Depp stuff for Pirates.
Yeah, that tells me this is Lucasfilm. Mm-hmm. This is Lucasfilm, and not Disney.
Because we know they want Mandalorian gone. And I'm surprised they haven't pulled Mandalorian, but I think she probably tried. Because they honestly believe that if people get rid of the Mandalorian, they're gonna go watch their High Republic shit. They're gonna go read their High Republic shit, I guess it is. But they think that if they get rid of the Mandalorian, that everybody's gonna go watch their stuff.
No,
that's not gonna happen.
The Mandalorian won back jaded Star Wars fans after The Last Jedi. If the Mandalorian's a bust, people are gonna check out for good.
Now you just double piss people off, and now, like you said, now you're gonna turn them away for good.
Yeah, you get forgiveness one time. You can screw up one time. You can't do it again after that. And they had all this goodwill from Luke Skywalker coming back and giving people a solid show.
They couldn't stand Lucasfilm, but Pablo Hidalgo proved that.
Yeah.
A lot of the back channel stuff we were seeing and hearing, you proved it. And then they could not stand it. They want to be in charge of everything, Star Wars, but they've done such a shit, piss poor job of it that they wanted to give somebody, a chance to fix it. They finally start fixing it, and then they just flush it all down the toilet again by making really bad decisions.
Yeah, and look, the mainstream media is calling it out. We did a video yesterday talking about how Forbes is paying attention.
Like it's gone too far.
It's gone too far. And look, Disney's got to pay attention to that. It's one thing for a bunch of YouTubers to complain. It's another thing for outlets like the Mary Sue to complain. But when freaking Forbes...
You should have put Mary Sue underneath the YouTubers for sure.
I know. But when freaking Forbes is coming out and saying, Disney, you done fucked up, then you done fucked up. Mm-hmm. And
that's okay. I'm sure the cancel mobs on Twitter has already gone to harass that person too.
Oh, I'm sure they have. I mean, it's a ridiculous situation.
Let's cancel the cancel mob. You want to cancel bigotry and hatred? Cancel the hate mob on Twitter. Just cancel Twitter.
So let's cancel the fans, cancel Cara Dune, cancel Ahsoka Tano, and instead give people this wonderful version.
This young adult book for 12 to 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
Of Star Wars porn.
This is for...
It's not even that bad, though, honestly. But it's still, why is it in a young adult book?
Why are they talking about sex at all in Star Wars? Star Wars, all of the nookie happens off screen.
Because they're trying to lead people into a path of we're going to turn it into sex, but only certain types, because not the outdated, archaic look at sex now. The ones that identify like us.
Oh, okay.
I want to bet. Want to bet? I would never have said that 2 years ago because I thought that was... I mocked people who said that, and I was like, that's just rude. And I've seen enough now that I'm like, that's... Why else would you need to put it in a young adult, 12 to 14-year-old book?
So, yeah, this is a young adult Star Wars book, right? And we've already talked about Geode, the magic rock. Well, Geode is awfully interested in sex. Geo tried to explain the Jedi to him. How are you supposed to prove love to the galaxy at large if you don't know how to love any one individual person? Affy, I guess her name is, shrugged as she double-checked their readings. The wavering blue light of hyperspace glinted off of every bit of metal in the cockpit, making it look beautifully electrified. Glinted off of the cock. Even Geo sparkled slightly, like a vampire. She said, God, this sounds dirty. She said, you don't have to have sex with someone to love them. You should know that if anyone does. Indeed I do, said the rock. But other beings seem to value copulation as a form of bonding. Leox made a face and swore, not appropriate, sorry.
I'm with Leox on this one.
He meant well, she knew, but Affy hated it when he treated her like a kid instead of as an equal. Fortunately, he didn't do that much. It's okay. I think I heard of sex once already.
This is a book for 12 to 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Hi, is this the Sexy Rock fan club?
Squeaking has thoughts.
Hi.
Hi.
Is this who this is?
No, it's not
God.
actually.
I just want a boulder to frack me silly.
Did you just say that? How old are you, son? You don't say things like that.
Old enough to know that the boulder's what I need and the boulder's what I want.
Any other thoughts on this lovely...
Well, ignoring the subject matter, it's written horribly. I mean, it's okay. I think I heard of sex once already is probably the worst line of dialogue I've ever heard, and I've read All Your Base Belong to Us. It's such a weird, out-of-place thing to have there. Like, even ignoring, like, what they're talking about, it's a Star Wars book. And why did she have to make The Rock sexy? She said that he was glowing like a vampire in Twilight.
Yeah, it glinted off of him because that's hot.
The better question is...
Sweating.
Is
sweaty stones.
The better question is, why does The Rock know? You forget everything else. Forget this whole universe they're establishing here. I want to know. I want to know. Why does The Rock know? How does The Rock reproduce?
I don't know. They said, but you should know. Basically, like, you should know as well as anyone. You don't have to have sex with somebody, meaning that they're asexual. Because some people identify as asexual. That's what Geo. So their stand-in for asexual people is a rock.
I identify as a rock.
So maybe Charlie Brown didn't get such a bad thing when he thought he got a rock. Maybe that was
Lucy, I'm taking this rock home to polish it my special way.
It's like, maybe it was an invitation. from Geode.
Oh my god. The little
Whoa,
redhead
do we have
girl
to cancel him now? Do we have to cancel him now?
Wait, because he's a little white kid with the bald
No,
white kid.
because they're putting rocks in kids' bags.
Remember when we were younger, what a rock meant was like drugs?
I just remember rocks meaning rocks.
I'm just like, but, you know.
Where did you grow up again? No. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is Disney Star Wars right here. Sex and rocks.
But you know, that's okay. But you know, they might have to cancel Rosario Dawson because one person said she did something, all the charges were dropped, and Twitter won't let it go.
Well, hey, you better watch out for their next High Republic book. It is a 90-page erotica about Luke and the Space Cow.
We laugh. Someone probably has fanfic out there somewhere.
It's called Blue Milk Broken Hearts. Coming to a Barnes & Noble near you in that red light section they won't let you near.
There you go.
The back
Thanks.
room.
Thanks for enlightening us.
All right, we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
All right, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.